Today I'm gonna show you how to make the total sales across multiple sheets using the VBA macro. So I'm gonna create the VBA macro in order for me to be able to put in the total sales of each worksheet. So I got several worksheets here. I got several worksheets with different products and different sales value in each of these worksheets. So here in sheet number 1, these are the products and the values. Sheet number 2 got few products and values. Okay, also sheet number 3, number 4, okay, different products, different values. Sheet number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. We could have more sheets. We could have 20 sheets, we could have hundreds of sheets. That's why very important or critical that we automate the putting in of total sales values in each of the worksheets, so that it will be easy for us to put in the total sales value, and automating it will become easy for us, especially if we got hundreds of worksheets that we're going to put the sales total value. So we're gonna automate it, and I'm gonna create the VBA macro. So every time we make changes on the values or we make changes on the products in each of the worksheets, we're just gonna use the VBA macro. That's why it's very important that we create the macro, so that we'll just, whenever we put in the total values of each worksheet, we just run the macro, and then presto, it will all the worksheets will have the total of the sales value. Okay, and it will be easy for the user of this system. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna create the VBA macro, and I'm gonna open the VBA editor, Alt plus F11. Now I'm gonna insert the module number 1. Then I'm gonna, as usual, I'm gonna close these two windows here to have a bigger screen. Now I'm gonna name my macro calculate total sales all sheets. So I'm gonna say calculate total sales all sheets. Okay, instead of just having one sheet, we're gonna have multiple sheets to calculate the total sales value. So now I'm gonna declare all the variables that I'm gonna use for this code. Now I'm gonna start with dim ws as worksheet. Okay, that would be one variable. The next variable is last row. Okay, as long. And then the next variable is dim total as double. Then next variable is total sale. So dim total sale as range. Then now I'm gonna start to make the loop through. So I'm gonna loop it for each WS in this workbook. For each WS in this workbook, then that worksheets. So why worksheets? I'm just making it plural because we're not working on single worksheet, but we'll be working on several worksheets. Right now we're only working on 10 worksheets, but next time around, when you're workload is become bigger, and then you're working on several worksheets, let's say 100 worksheets, then it will be difficult for you to do it manually in terms of putting in the total sales value. So very important that the VB macro is created, and then we're just gonna run the macro to work on the total sales of each worksheets. Say if you got 100 worksheets, for example. Okay, so I'll just say worksheets, plural form. Now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip sheets that don't have sales data. So if the worksheet doesn't have data, then we're gonna skip it. Okay, so I'm gonna use a condition statement for this. So I'm gonna say if ws.name is not equal to summary, then enter. Okay, I'm gonna find the last row in column B, so I'm gonna say last row. So last row equal sign ws dot cells. Okay, ws dot rows dot count comma, then column B. Okay, the sales value is in column B, so we're gonna count the column B, and then we're gonna find the last end, okay, of the column. Then we're gonna count it going upward to get the last row. Okay, so that's the purpose of this end Excel app. That's the purpose of this function, that row. And then enter. Then now I'm gonna calculate the total sales. Okay, so I'm gonna say total equal sign application dot worksheet function, because I'm gonna use the worksheet function dot sum. Okay, we're gonna get the total, so I'm gonna use the sum function, and then open parenthesis, then ws dot range, then open parenthesis again. Then I'm gonna get the I'm gonna start from B2, so the range should start from B2 and all the way down B column and last row. Okay, and last row. Okay, then two closing parentheses. Okay, what is this? WS range B2. Forgot the quotation mark here. Okay, then the next thing is I'm gonna put the output or the total just below the data, then on the second column row. Okay, I'm gonna put the output, so I'm gonna put the output, so I'm gonna say set total cell, okay, equal sign ws dot range, then the B column again, and last row, and last row, plus 2. Okay, I'm gonna add 2 rows before I'm gonna put the total sales title and the actual total sales value. So I'm gonna add 2 more on the last row. Okay, then next thing is what I forgot this time. Forgot to close it. Okay, then total sell that value equal sign. Then now I'm gonna specify the total sales. Okay, the title just above the actual total sales value, the last row plus 2, so that would be the total sales. Then enter. Then next thing is total dot offset. Okay, total dot offset 1, 0, then close, then that value equal sign total. Okay, so that's the total, the actual total value, okay, after the total sales. And then next thing is I'm gonna put some comma separator on the number, on the total number. So okay, but I'm not gonna put decimals on it, so I'm gonna say total sale dot offset, then again 1, 0, close, and then that number format equal sign, quotation mark, then hash sign, comma, so that's the comma separator, then hash sign, then 0. Okay, no decimal, so that's it. Then enter. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is nothing else to do, so I'm gonna end my condition. Okay, I'm gonna end my condition statement, NF, enter, then complete the loop through next WS, and that's it. Not very long code that we're making here for the macro. Alright, so this is our code. So I'm going back to the Excel. Okay, let me check again. Sheet 1, nothing here, no total. Sheet number 2, as you can see, there are no totals in these worksheets. Only few worksheets, only 10 worksheets. So I'm gonna I'm gonna open the macro dialog box, Alt plus F8. Then I'm gonna run it, or we can also opt to put, assign a shortcut key. But right now I'm just gonna run it, the macro that we got. Okay. Then we got problem here. Let me check. Okay, I forgot the cell. Okay, that's it. Then I'm gonna reset. Okay, see, I just forgot that cell of the total cell. Alright, then I'm gonna go back to Excel. I'm gonna open the macro dialog box again, Alt plus F8. Then I'm gonna run again. Okay, we got the total sales for sheet number 1. Okay, let's go to sheet number 2. So we get the total sales. So, as I've said, last row, this is the last row, and then plus 2. So here, that's why the total sales come here. It doesn't matter how long is your list of the products. Like here, I got 7 products. Here, I only have 3 products. Here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the total sales. Sheet number 4, sheet number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. So we got all the worksheets with total sales. Okay, total of these values here. Alright, so if you have lots of worksheets, let's say hundreds of worksheets that you're working on, then running a macro would be, so easy for you to do your task. Alright, so okay, that's it for today's exercise. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.